The following is a Shot TV live presentation.
We're live again at the Youth for Christ Center for the Youth for Christ Stanley Cup, game number 2, as the Rebels will look to win the championship tonight, but the Pioneers have other ideas of maybe getting it to an exciting third mini game. Hi everyone, I'm Michael Darrow, and I'm joined by my color guy tonight, Justin Rampo. And Justin, just tell us a little bit about the players that we're going to see in action here tonight.
Well, a lot of the players in the Samson's Ball Hockey League are from Elmwood as well as the North End, but they can come from all over the city. They come here and they become part of this team where they can create a community, they can make friends, they find mentors in their coaches, and then they also play some hockey and they have a really good time while they're at it. And we saw yesterday, there's a lot of friendship between even rival teams here. They talk with each other, but the moment that ball is dropped, it's right down to business.
If tonight is anything like last night, we should be in for a doozy. For those that missed it, let's get in a little bit into the highlights. James' opening goal on a beautiful goal by Quinn Munchman would make it 1-0. They would add a goal to make it 2-0, and then would add one more by the end of the period and lead it 3-0 after the first period. Jamie Wilson would get the Pioneers on the board, make it 3-1 in the second. Then a 4-1 goal by yesterday's player of the game, Troy Tarrant, would make it a 4-1 game. Morgan Hobbs with his first of 2 on the night. This is the 4-2 goal. He would make it 4-3 by the end of the period. Troy Torrent would score another goal to put the Rebels up 5-3, as it would also be a 5-4 goal here by Niepenat. So just when you thought the game was over, as we see the last bit of the 5-3 goal, on a short-handed marker by Niepenat, cuts it to a 5-4 lead. And then the game-tying goal, just when time was about to expire, the nice defensive play on one side, leading to his first of the night by the leading scorer in the lead, Walker Hobbs. 5-5 into overtime, and Cody Wood would get the winner at 1:40 of overtime, and that's where we have a 6-5 final score. Justin, just some final thoughts before we take a break on what you expect tonight.
I expect a lot of what we saw last night. Lots of goals, lots of momentum changes, and just a lot of unpredictable stuff. It's ball hockey. The ball does not sit as it would on ice for a puck. It bounces all over the place. It makes for a lot of fun.
Well, it's going to be a fun evening for one or maybe 2 games. We'll have the opening face-off coming up next. The Rebels will look to win the championship. The Pioneers will look to get it to a third and deciding game. All the action coming up next on Shot TV. Back after this.
In a city well known for its rich cultural diversity, Lusocan TV remains the longest-running community access show on Shaw TV Winnipeg. Highlighting the people, sounds, art, and food of the Portuguese, Lusocan TV takes its loyal viewership on an international tour behind the scenes of local events, concerts, and gatherings. And the best part is, you won't even need your passport. Lusocan TV every Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. only on Shaw TV.
I started drinking more to deal with stress. Without my realizing it, alcohol took over my life. Finding the courage to go to that first meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous was the best thing I've done. I got help from people who know what I've been through. Now I have hope. Alcoholics Anonymous. If alcohol is causing problems in your life, look for us. You can find us in the phone book or on the web at aa.org.
Hello, welcome to the Samson's Ball Hockey League Stanley Cup Finals. I am the Commissioner, Jamie Wilson, and it is now time for the player introductions. We are going to start with the Pioneers, starting at number 19, Tyrell Wolf Nepanak. Number 29, starting in goal, Evan Ferreira. Number 44, Phoenix Winter. Number 47, Walker Hobbs. Assistant coach, number 59, Jacob Holloway. Assistant coach, number 91, Morgan Hobbs. These are your 2016-17 Pioneers. Next up, the Rebels. Coach, number 2, Quinn Monkman. Starting in goal, number 4, Ethan Hunter. Assistant coach, number 12, Cody Wood. Number 19, Thomas Watt. Number 22, Jet Lee Sarmiento. Number 20, Adam Beach. Number 77, Dawson Richard. And number 97, Troy Turnant. Not available for the Rebels today is number 20, Corey Flett. All right, let's play some hockey.
All right, that was Jamie Wilson with the player introductions. Let's meet our starting goaltenders, and down to my broadcast left for the Pioneers will be Evan Hunt. Sorry. He is 12-6-2 with a 5.30 goals against average. Down to my broadcast right will be Ethan Hunter, and he is 12-8-1, and he gave up 5 goals in 48 minutes last night. And we are going to be set to go here at the Youth for Christ Center. 3 50-minute running time periods for those that missed it last night, and the action is underway. Here's a quick opportunity as the Pioneers, by the way, are in orange. The Rebels are in red. And we are good to go with Troy Turnant, who led the way with 2 goals and 2 assists last night, including a couple of beautiful goals which we saw in the pregame highlight package. Here's the chance quickly, brings it up for Turnant. Turnant will leave it back for Quinn Monkman, and a rebound, and it's a very quick and definitive no goal as Morgan Hobbs leads it for Walker. He scores. And Justin Rempel with no goal on one end. They bring it up the floor and they score the first goal.
That looked like an incredible play from Jamie Wilson, who pulled that one right off the line to stop. It was incredibly close to being a goal, but there is a line there. Ref was right behind it, waved off no goal right away. That play turned around very quickly, went the other way for a goal.
14-19 to go in the first period. And all right, action back underway. On the early goal by the Pioneers, and we were just in the opening minute. As it's taken there by Quinn Munkman. Munkman had 2 goals and 2 assists. I believe Walker Hobbs got the opening goal. Took him till the very last second of yesterday's game. He did his first goal. He's off to a good start. Quick off the floor. Turn it. Quick shot. Rebound. Fired wide. Quinn Munkman there to get it. He's in trouble there as it's Mordenhoff takes the quick shot. Rebound. And the goaltender Ethan Hunter bobbling on the rebounds, at least early on. Quinn Munkman leaves it there. Here for Munkman. Munkman quick up. Now he leaves it in the corner there for Watt. Watt will go in after it. He's being chased over there by one of the Pioneers. Munkman chasing it. Here's Wilson with a shot. That just goes wide of the goal. There to get it. Will be, as we did a quick whistle as the ball goes into the netting in around center ice, Justin.
And the goalies are looking a little nervous right now to kick it off. I think we're going to see a replay here of the last goal. As we take a look at it here, look at that play. It was so close. Ref was right behind, waved it off. Ball went right the other way.
Action underway again. Just nice play there. As it's brought up here along the center ice area. Sets it down. 12.5 to go in the first period. 1-0. The Pioneers lead it. Now we did a quick stoppage in play. And there'll be 12:22 left in this first period, Justin. Much better start for the Pioneers than we saw last night.
Well, they were down 3-0 at the end of the first, so getting anything in the first period already is an improvement from last night. And you know that they needed that quick start.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a chance as it's brought up quickly. Jake Holloway, quick shot, rebound right on. Trying to bang away at the pass. And it's going to be played out in front. Pass is neatly picked off as it's taken there by Dawson Richards. Now sent up the floor. Jacob Holloway in the corner to get it. As now they flip it in. Here's a quick look for Troy Tornett. Tornett, nice defensive play. The goaltender Hunter will grab it and we'll get a face-off. 11:40, 35 left in the period. 1-0 to score. Both goaltenders, Justin, banged on yesterday, according to their regular season goals against average statistics.
I think they need to be a little better today if they want to give their team a chance to win.
Yeah, there's always room for improvement. Holloway leaves it off. Here's a quick opportunity underneath. It's taken there. The quick shot. Rebound. Oh, he pulled it off. And just missing it. There was Tyrell Wolf-Niepenath. They'll play it back in. Now off the window, Richards trying to pull it out of some speed. As it's taken there, Wilson. What a pass from the corner that tipped off now for Niepenath. Niepenath gives it away. Here's a quick shot rebound as Tornant will get denied on his first legitimate scoring chance. Here's Wilson, quick shot. Little traffic in front. Richards watching Walker Hobbs in front of the net as Walker's trying to gain inside position. Spinning away there is Wilson. Wilson trying to spin out of the corner. They got some trouble in the corner. 10:25 left, and now there's a flip up as it's Holloway. Tries to play it. Now it's back up. Leaves it. Tornant in there trying to get it. Ball will bounce off the wall. And now it'll be a quick play again. Up along the wall now. And it's brought up by the Rebels. Pioneers waiting for possession. Can't do anything with it. Under 10 to go in this opening period. It's a 1-0 game and an early goal by Walker Hobbs. Here's a chance, Tornant. Tornant moving. Holloway giving chase. Tornant trying to set up his man in front. And that was number 22, Sormento. Stopped in front. Here's a long shot by Jamie Wilson. Doesn't get anywhere. He goes back in the corner to get it. Now they set it in. Back up toward the line. Back toward the point. And it's taken there by Walker Hobbs. Hobbs keeps it in his own zone. Now he wins the battle with a shot. That's a nice save there by Hunter. Now they bring it over. Sets it behind the net. Wilson giving chase. 9:10 left first period. Game 2. Here's a shot right on. Rebound. They score. Another one of those long distance shots, Justin. And the rebound kind of bounced off of Hunter. And Walker Hobbs is there to deposit his second of the evening.
And I was just talking to Pioneers goalie Ferreira before the game. Those long shots are killer. They move on you all the time. We're going to see a quick replay of this goal here. You can just see it was a shot fired from one end all the way to the other. And then the rebound in front. Hobbs was able to put that one in as he got the inside position there.
And we'll get action underway. 9:09 to go here in the first period of the 2-0 game. Here's a chance in one in the corner. Leaves it there, Niepenat. Niepenat, the launch shot. Rebound off the board. Off that wall, and Hobbs. Morgan Hobbs, I think, got a stick in the face. And it was undetected by our officials. And Ferreira will play that one to the corner. Holloway giving chase. Walker Hobbs has more goals in this first period than he had in the entire game yesterday. Quinn Muntman leaves it. Nice defensive play there by Hobbs. Hobbs will play it. Now he's giving chase. He's going to take it over there for Wood. Wood off a light in front. Now for Holloway. Holloway plays it in now for Niepenat. Niepenat going in after it. Nice little move. Nice to the outside. There's a shot just wide. Out of the corner for Morgan Hobbs, who seems to be in a little better spirit after getting what appeared to be a follow-through in the face. Puck will come. Ball will come all the way down here for Quinn Muntman. Muntman the shot. And by the way, we'll hear from both coaches in between periods in this hockey game. There is no real set intermission. Here's the chance. Back in front, nice goal, nice save, and Ferreira Justin has had a nice start to this hockey game.
Good start. He had the first shot there was a little high. He bobbled that one, but of course Pioneers turned it around and made it a goal. Since then, though, he's seemed to calm down, making those good saves.
And I'll tell you what, Ferreira was here even before I got here. He did full equipment an hour and a half before the game. Here's a chance back in front, Quinn Muntman. Muntman the shot. Oh, nice deflection, nice blocker save there by Ferreira. Down in the corner here for Hobbs. Hobbs can't chase it as it actually comes out the other way for Muntman. Muntman will leave it. Muntman 2 goals and 2 assists, little touch to the outside. Now he's giving chase as Wilson's watching. Muntman out in front! And there's a blown coverage, but a nice blocker save from his backside, Torrent. Now just cut off. Torrent, there's the shot. Blocked it away, rebound right out in front. Muntman looking for the garbage to put it in net, but it rolled off his stick.
Muntman with 2 goals yesterday as well.
Into the corner. Muntman out in front. And now that's going behind it. Tornet will go in the corner. 6:49 to go first period of the 2-0 game on 2 goals. Scored by Walker Hobbs. Here's a chance out in front quickly. Tornet, another one of those 4-point games yesterday. There was a pair of them. Here's a shot right out in front. Nice defensive play. Agitated by Tornet. Tornet, that's the shot goes through. Here's a shot. And that goes in behind. Brings it off toward the corner. Here's another chance as it's brought up. Quickly Justin while the ball's in the corner. It can take a weird carom off the wall if the goalies aren't careful.
Yeah, it can take a really weird carom. We got a couple of boards on the side that are making it a little weird as well.
Now in the corner, Walker Hobbs looking for a hat trick already in this opening period. This Winter plays it over. Now up the floor, back for Muntman. 6 minutes under remaining in this first period. Now they set it back over. Wrap around attempt, Wood, the overtime hero, trying to jam it in. And it's brought out toward the corner. Nice job here, the launch shot. That's fired wide, and Tornett will get after it. Now for Richard, the launch shot, that's blocked. Here's some Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs trying to spin and fire. Muntman lifts his stick at the last minute. Following up is Walker Hobbs. Leaves it there for Jamie Wilson. Wilson plays it now. Muntman in some trouble. It looks like Justin here early. The puck support for the Pioneers is there tonight where it maybe wasn't last night.
They've always had a guy open and ready to get that ball.
Here's a chance. Puck will go back to the back corner as it's Jamie Wilson. Wilson will try to spin out of a situation. Leaves it there for Hobbs. Hobbs will use his wheels to get to the outside. There's a shot. And it was weird because everybody on that play was to one side of the floor with the quick underneath pass. and Monkman had the seam there.
I'm not sure what happened there. I may have to see it again, but it looked like that ball didn't get everything on it there, Monkman, when he took that shot, and that might have been what fooled Ferrer on the goal there. But yeah, you're right. Everybody had gone over to one side of the ice. Everyone got over to one side of the ice, and then the ball came back to a wide open Monkman here. We'll see in the replay. We'll see everyone is on Turnant there, which they should be. He had a great game yesterday, but right to Monkman and puts that right glove side.
And we'll get the action back underway. And you know what? That's what happens when you have more than one weapon. You shield the word to one guy, it opens up other guys.
And that's what the Pioneers have been trying to do here is block Turnant. But, of course, Monkman has come in 4 points last game, and it looks like he wants to continue doing that this game.
Terrific dive to the back of the head for the setup. Here's a long shot by Wilson. That rattles off the wall. Wrapper on the attempt. Jam job out in front. Hunter will make the save, and he'll hang on. We'll have our player of the game and save of the game on the post-game show coming up, so stay tuned for that.
Worth a note here that Rebels coach Monkman, who just scored, as well as Corey Flett, who's actually out with an injury right now. They were actually on last year's Stanley Cup champions, so they're going to want to win here again, which is why Monkman's trying to put his team on the back and carry them.
Here's the quit. It's Wilson. Wilson trying to play it there for Turnant. Turnant now leaves it there for Richard. Richard in the corner tries to airmail it. Here's a shot by Wilson over the top of the net. Leaves it for Walker Hobbs. He's got 2 goals. And now Monkman kind of spooked Walker Hobbs there and took the ball. Here's the chance. As it's taking basketball in the far corner. They're off the window for Winter. Winter out in front. And I'm just noticing that the Rebels might be starting to get their legs underneath them after that start.
They're starting to connect here. It's almost the same start the Pioneers had yesterday.
Tornant will play it. Will it be enough to even this series or maybe win the championship? We'll find out in about 45 minutes or so. Here's the quick shot right off the wall. As it's Jamie Wilson. Wilson in the corner. Leaves it there now. Here's on the far side for Tornant. Tornant will go in after it. Leaves it long shot, and why not if you're Troy? And the goaltender Ferreira makes the save.
And those long shots in ball hockey, again, they curve. The goalies know that. They want to come out as far as they can and try to block it before it gets that second bounce.
Face off at the glove side. Of the goaltender Ferreira. Here's an opportunity, long shot. No goal. They thought that went in, but that went off the outside as it's taken by Walker Hobbs. Hobbs' the shot stopped by the goaltender, and he almost had that one go through his legs.
Both goalies having some nervous moments there. I had no idea where that ball had gone. Hunter there just thought he lost it between his legs, got his glove back, and stopped it.
2:25 left in the opening period. It's a 2-1 game. Quick off the faceoff, Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs had 2 big goals in the second period, which kind of ignited the comeback, which ultimately fell short in overtime. Here's a chance now for Walker Hobbs. Hobbs will play it. Hobbs, little stutter step, nice little play in front. Hobbs, that's Morgan trying to follow up. I should make clear there's 2 Hobbs on the team. One is Walker, who has the 2 goals. The other one is Morgan. Here's a chance now for a long shot, and Ferreira played that one off the wall. That was one of those wall bounces we were talking about.
And you were saying Walker and Morgan Hobbs both in here. Morgan was very excited to be able to play with his little brother and try to win the championship with him after he's been trying to do it for 8 years already.
Yes, those 2 have tried for an awful long time. Here's a chance now in the corner here for Richard. Richard going in after it. Now it's thrown back down the floor. We see Walker Hobbs also tonight in a bit of a defensive style of game today as well.
Well, he was never a huge scorer in the regular season, but obviously when he needs it, he's coming through for his team.
Here's a chance, Niepenak in the corner now for Richard. Richard trying to pile it out. He's in a pile up there with Niepenak, and they'll pull it out. Nearing the final minute of the opening period is Tornant the shot off the wall, and there seems to be something maybe in the book of Ferreira, but says maybe bounce the ball off the wall.
Well, any bounce, anything you can do to change the direction of that ball, it's going to throw the goalie off every time.
We'll have a coach's interview when we start the second period, or in the intermission, if you want to call it that. Here's a chance. Taken in the corner. Now he'll leave it here for Jamie Wilson. Wilson in front for Morgan Hobbs, and there's the third goal. Almost like those two Muntman assists yesterday. Jamie Wilson finding the seam, finding Morden, and Morden has his first of the night.
That is 3 goals now for Hobbs from almost the same location, this time just on the other side. But a perfect pass right under the stick of Monkman. Hobbs buries it, blocker side on Hunter.
And it looked like Hobbs has really done a piece of it. In the celebration, you can see. You can see from the celebration, happy to get that one and restore his team's 2-goal lead. He was torn it right off the face-off. He scored.
That is what the Rebels needed right there. That killed a lot of momentum for the Pioneers.
Yeah.
Bring the game back just a little bit closer now. But that was another one of those long shots that we've been talking about all game long. They're going to take these long shots all day. And right off the face-off, bounce off the ref. Fortunate for Turnant, and just couldn't get the stick on it properly.
Maybe that bounce off the official fooled Turnant a little bit. And we will have 25 seconds. Now they bring it off. Here's an opportunity as it's brought in. 20 seconds left in the period. It's a 3-2 lead for the Pioneers. Nearing the same amount of goals as we had in regulation time. Didn't have much in the third period. Here's Muntman. Muntman is up. The scoring started. Comes up shot. That's blocked. And that should just about do it for the first period. That for Muntman. Muntman, long range shot. That goes high and wide of the goal. And that will do it. Unless he can get a buzzer beater here for period number 1. After 1 period of play, the Pioneers lead the Rebels 3-2. We'll take a break and be back with the coach's interview on the other side of these. You're listening, and you're watching the Youth for Christ Ball Hockey Stanley Cup on Shaw TV. Back in a minute.
In the ever-expanding world of pop culture, Garth Bowman is there to be your guide. Whether it's movies, TV, games, or comic books, he's going to cover it all.
I've been going to the movies all my life, and the best parts of going to the movies is going to the movies.
If you're worried about keeping your inner nerd at bay, don't worry. Here, you're off the hook.
Get your popcorn, get your seat. That's where you're supposed to be.
Catch all the action right here on Shaw. Check your guide for details.
Download Parachute's app now.
And we are back at the Youth for Christ Center, where after 1 period, the Pioneers lead the Rebels 3-2 in Game 2 of the Samson Ball Hockey League Stanley Cup. I'm joined by the coach of the Rebels, Quinn Muntman. And Quinn, obviously, your team got off to a good start last night, won the game in overtime. You guys seem to have a bit of a slow start today, but you guys seem to have found another gear as the period went along.
Yeah, we just kind of, I think, had that first game in our heads too much. Just needed to start over and kind of found our game at the last 5 minutes or so.
By the way, there seems to be a lot of bounces off the wall. Can you maybe tell the viewers, just how challenging it is to play ball hockey with those, sometimes untimely bounces?
Oh yeah, there's a couple ruts on the wall there. Then there's the giant curtain. You can see that thing has stopped more breakaways than I think any defender can. It's definitely frustrating for sure, though. But
finally, as this one goes on, what are you looking for from your team the rest of 2 periods? Hopefully for you guys, if not, in that third game too.
Yeah, I think we're just looking to play more of our game, a bit more positional, play shots on net, try and get some greasy rebounds. Doesn't matter how it goes in, as long as it goes in, right? Yeah.
All right, best of luck then. Thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, we'll be back with the second period in a bit. The Pioneers with a 3-2 lead after one period. We'll be back with the second. You're watching the Youth for Christ Ball Hockey League Championship on Shaw TV.
A change is going to come in everyone's life and in the ways of them. This truth is inevitable. Join host Antoinette Zloty as she refers you to the tips, steps, resources, and things you can do to make positive, life-altering changes when the time is right for you. All topics are covered as stories are shared, demos are demonstrated, and solutions are orchestrated. Tune into Transitions on Shaw TV and get ready for real change. Go to shawtv.ca for showtimes.
And we are back at the Youth for Christ Center getting ready for period number 2. The Pioneers trail the series. One game in hand, but lead the game 3-2 as we begin. The second of 15-minute periods. And the ball is down on the floor. It is showtime here for period number 2. Richard in the corner. Leads now out towards Hunter. Hunter will play it. Oh, sorry, Winter will play it. Now he leaves it there. Into the corner. Battling forward is Jamie Wilson. In his own zone, will airmail it to the other corner. And here comes Jacob Holloway. Holloway in front for Hobbs and, Nippenath. And he just about played it now. Ferreira will grab it. As the ball comes down the floor, we'll have a face-off, Justin. Your thought of what the coach had to say during the intermission?
I think the coach is, like we were saying, it is incredibly hard to play when you got the walls, the bouncing, the ball and everything. But I think his team did find their legs after a little bit there. They were just a little too focused on yesterday.
Here's an opportunity, long shot. Jacob Holloway had a rush. Just setting to go. Now underneath here off the near side. Leaves it there up for the Winter. Winter will try to spin and fire out of the situation. Leaves it there for Wood. Wood who had the overtime winner. Wood trying to play it in front now for Winter. Winter into the corner. 13:35 to go in the second period. It is a 3-2 lead for the Pioneers. Now in front. Leaves it there as they'll flip it. Waiting for it. They'll take it now for Nippenath. Nippenath trying to do the old between the legs. But the defender for the Rebels was able to maintain his ground. Here's a chance leaving it. Out of the corner, they'll set it. 13 minutes remaining here in the second period of game 2. Rebels lead the series 1-0. If they win this game, we'll win the championship. If not, we'll have game 3. A 2-half mini game after this one. Here's a chance now for Winter. Winter trying to play it. Leaving it. Sorrento in the corner. Sorrento trying to give and chase out in front. Now he's trying to force the issue. Up for Nippenath. Haven't seen many line changes in this game, have you, Justin?
No, they're staying out for a little while, and you can almost tell right at the beginning of the second that they're getting a little tired, and they're probably going to start shortening those shifts up really soon.
There's a long shot. Holloway just goes wide. I just noticed there haven't been many switcheroos. Here's an opportunity. Also, Quinn Muntman is not on the floor right now for the Rebels, so that might be a opportunity or advantage slightly for the Pioneers. Here's the chance for Sorrento. Leaves it there for Morgan Hobbs. He actually gives way. Now Hunter will make the save. And there'll be 12 minutes just under in this second period. Off the floor now. Here's Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs and Wood going into the corner. Those two have had a lot of battles over the years on separate teams. Walker Hobbs. Hobbs will try to spin it. What a nice little play there for Morgan Hobbs. Off the wall, they score! That might be goal of the game right there.
Off the wall again?
Yeah. I mean, it was a tit-tat-toe, maybe a fourth assist to the wall.
Let's see right here, deflects over to Hobbs, right off the wall, and then the presence of mind to stay with that ball and just basically like between the legs, backhand to put that short side. That's actually incredibly impressive to get that in.
Save that one, yeah. Here's an opportunity. 11:35 to go. Walker Hobbs set to put it. It's a 4-2 lead again. Wilson gaining control. Long shot. That's going to bounce. Now for Walker Hobbs. He's looking for the hat trick. Hobbs in front. Little dish. As they'll take it back in front. Here's Turnant. Turnant will try. Spinning right in front of our broadcast location. Turnant leaves it there for Muntman. Long shot. Three-way play in front there. Watt couldn't quite finish it. Here on the near side at 11 minutes remaining in the second period. Morgan Hobbs dancing with the ball in the corner. Leaves it there for Winter. Winter has to deal with Watt. Watt is impeding his... Again, there is no offside, no icing in ball hockey. Here's Walker Hobbs chasing after it. Long play there for Jamie Wilton. Can't get the shot as it's taken. Here's another opportunity for Walker Hobbs. Hobbs will play it down toward the corner. Sets it up. This will be down in front. Long shot. That is blocked by Walker Hobbs on the attempt there from Muntman. Muntman to Tornant. Tornant. Here's an opportunity. Long shot out in front. Watt. Watt will try to the net. Deflected by Muntman. In the goal, and it's 4-3.
Monkman was right in front of Ferreira. I don't think he saw that ball very much. And again, with the long shot, the curve that's coming in, you never really know where that ball is going to end up. So you need to have a line of sight the entire time.
So Richard,
right
the shot.
there. It looks like he got a stick on that there.
He did. But I could see the reaction of the goaltender. And it's 10-11 remaining. And it's a 4-3 game. Again, they go up by 2 in the response. Here's the chance now. It's 4-3. As they'll settle it in. Down to the corner. Leaving it. Here's the jam job out in front. And the Pioneers with a chance, but Hunter will make the save.
Pioneers actually outscored the Rebels 60-51 during the regular season. And so seeing these high-scoring games is normal between these two teams, but the Pioneers have had the edge in the regular season.
All right, we're saying that the goal was not deflected. There was a nice screen in front. Winter plays it over. Here's an opportunity. Long shot. Nice save by Ferreira. He's been on his game. Hasn't faced much, but when he has been, he's been out of the bounce off the wall. Watt trying to play it. Out of the corner. Here's Walker Hobbs. Hobbs will go in. Hobbs a little bit short-sighted. Nice save there by Hunter. Watt kind of cherry picking. Watt going to the net. Muntman the shot. Muntman another shot. Nice deflection for her. Lost the rebound. Wrap around. Net comes off. And they'll finally stop play. Muntman.
Coaches showing each other a little love there. And that's the beauty of this league, is at the end of the day, it's still about creating those friendships and those connections as well. Just going to get another replay of this goal here. Look at that curve on that ball. I thought it was deflected, but that thing curved right into the net.
Okay, so we'll give the goal to Richard for right now. And we will have Walker Hobbs in on this long shot. Almost didn't know where it was. Holloway settles it down. Holloway the shot. That's deflected. Another follow through. Here's Walker Hobbs! He scores, and that's the hat trick. That is the hat trick for Walter Hobbs. His third of the game. And for the third or fourth time tonight, the Pioneers have a 2-goal lead.
56 goals during the regular season. This doesn't surprise anybody that he picked up a hat trick today. But look at the determination to get to that ball. Lots of bounces, snuck it in. That was a lot of work to get that goal. That was not an easy goal at all.
Maybe almost a deflection off a light. But we'll have a look at that one. Nonetheless, it is 5-3 with 8 minutes remaining. Here's Torrent with a shot. Torrent on the follow-through, just cut off by Holloway.
There's two straight blocks by Wilson there.
They're really eliminating Torrent tonight.
Well, after his 4-point game yesterday, you have no choice. You got to take him out of the game and make sure he doesn't have those chances.
Contrast, Walter Hobbs, the leading scorer. Those two are 1-2. 3 goals tonight. So
it's a different game for the Pioneers today.
Holloway for Sorrento in the corner, 7.5 to go. Now they play it back up. Out in front, Wilson. Wilson in front. Now for Torrent. Torrent will play it. Here's a long shot. That'll be deflected as it's Sorrento playing it. Kirill on the backboard. Another shot. And that's going to be played down. Another opportunity. And it will go all the way back down in behind the goal.
Kind of fooled the goalie there. He had to reach for that one.
Here's an opportunity. Torrent in the corner. Sends it over. Playing it in. And this will go back toward the near corner. Plays it over. Nice luck. Here's Torrent. Torrent will play it over. Now for Sorrento, he just denied on the doorstep. I'll tell you what, Ferrer made some big saves in this game.
He is really on his game today.
Here's an opportunity. Down in front for Muntman. Muntman, oh, nice glove save. He got a piece of it. Muntman had that one going about halfway up. Here's another chance. Then Morgan Hobbs, I think, got his stick lifted at the last second.
Good defensive play by Monkman.
Nice little block. As you can see, they're paying the price here. Now here's Muntman. Muntman trying to just jam it. Now it goes up over the top of the net. Torrent. Now you can see the switch it a little bit. Richard just coming in. Now off the window. 6 minutes remaining. Second period. It's a 5-3 game. Walter Hobbs with the hat trick for the Pioneers in the winning effort. To this point. Stop myself there. 5:48 left. I'm saying something else. Niepenath pulled it out of some speed. Niepenath! Oh, he just put it wide. Niepenath had the corner, but he missed it by a couple of inches. 5:33 to go in the second period. 5-3 for the Pioneers. Out in front, here's a luck jam job. And Hunter will make the save. 5:20 and counting.
You were talking about before that they are just keeping Torrent off the board here. I mean, he led the league in assists. They know he can pass, and they know he can shoot. They had 4 points last game as well, and they've been guarding him.
Torrent will come off for a bit of a break here with under 5 to go in the period. Here's Muntman. Muntman trying to chase after it on the defensive side here for Walter Hobbs. Hobbs will leave it now for Wilton. Wilton a shot. Oh, there's Niepenath banging on the doorstep, but the goaltender, Hunter, makes the save. Here's a chance now. Leaving it off the window. Here for Walter Hobbs. Hobbs will play it now, leaves it there for Jamie Wilton. Wilton using the wall to get it to Holloway. Holloway, the three-way play. Now wide of the goal, and another wicked. One of those bounces off the wall to Walter Hobbs, and this time Hunter was able to make the save.
Looks like the ball's spinning a lot out there as well, and making those bounces off the wall go ways that you're not quite expecting to. It's throwing the goalies off a little as well.
Here's an opportunity back for Walter Hobbs. Hobbs the shot. Ah, he got a blocker on that one. Now behind the net, it's Sorrento. Sorrento. Quinn Muntman watching the play now for Niepenath. Niepenath can't get a stick on it. He'll be the first man after it in the corner. Now he leaves it. Leaving it there for Jamie Wilton. Wilton through for Holloway. Holloway the shot. With Niepenath going to the net. Niepenath spinning and firing, he can't. Now he leaves it there for Wood. Wood will try to jackknife it. As it's taken back over there now for for Dawson Richard, who tried it. Now off the wall here for Cody Wood. 3:37 left in the second period. It is a 5-3 lead for the Pioneers. Here's a chance now. Wins it back for Sorrento. Sorrento in the corner. Nice little play out in front. Couldn't find his man. Wood will spin after it. Now it's a three-way play there for Munson. Munson will put it over top of the net. Now leaves it for Wood. Nicely defended. Back here. Here's a long shot. That didn't get through on Ferreira. They were looking for the deflection. Here's an opportunity. Long play out in front. That's going to be fired wide. Here comes Mumpman. Mumpman will play it off the wall. High bouncer. And it's fielded down by Jamie Wilton. Wilton will play it long, play up the floor. Here's a chance off the window. Leaving it there for Niepenat. Niepenat gets met halfway, I think, by Richard. Now he plays it back over there for Sorrento. Sorrento trying to drive it. Here's a chance now. Sorrento having to give chase as Wood and Wilson were impeded in their own little battle. Here's a chance now for Holloway. Holloway through the seam. Here's the shot. That's blocked. Forced it through off the wall. Wilson gets in there, 2.5 to goal. Not much time for Justin to talk in this period.
A lot of action going on here. I love it.
Here's Wilson. Wilson in it with the corner. I think he's more interested in the game because it's such a good game. Here's a long play. Tipped off Niepenat. Nice little play for Morgan Hobbs. He just put it wide. Here's a shot. Followed through by Niepenat. And now there's a train rat in just near the blue line between Walter Hobbs and I think that was Munsman. Here's the chance now for Wilton. Wilton in for Morgan Hobbs. You can just see the ice kind of tilt. The Pioneers, they're on their game here today. Back toward the front. Here for Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs will play it. Hobbs will ride off time in the corner. We'll talk with Jamie Wilton after the second period as well. Here's a long play off the window now for Wilton. Wilton, a high bounce, throws it right back in toward Hunter's end. Here's Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs will play it now. Leaves it there. Wood trying to get it, but Wilson beats him to it. Wilson chips it around Wood. And it's nicely played up by Sorrento. Sorrento down in front here for Walter Hobbs. Hobbs will give chase. And it's taken here with 1:10 to go in the second period. Walter Hobbs, a long shot that's blocked. Out of the corner here for Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs will play it out in front. After the line for Wilton, the shot, rebound! And Niepenat just put it wide.
Almost had an identical goal to his first one there, but just put it over the net.
Here's a chance out in front, Niepenat. Trying to go in front. Muntman will try to cut and that is Muntman. Now there'll be a whistle. 48 seconds left in the period, and that will pretty much do it, I think.
I wonder how much yesterday the Pioneers came into this thinking it would be a little easier. They got beat yesterday, and now they're coming in hard here.
Can only imagine if it was the game 3. Here's a chance. And I say if, and it's looking like there will be if the score holds here. Here's a chance, 25 seconds left in the period. We'll talk with Jamie Wilton about this, as well as he is also the commissioner of the Samson Ball Hockey League. Here's Tornett. Tornett will play it. Tornett in with the corner. Here's a chance. Walter Hobbs going in after him. Hobbs against Tornett. Tornett will throw it out in front. He's going to run out of room. Now they leave it in the far corner. There's the dead of the Sorrento. Sorrento will leave it. That'll do it for 2 periods of fantastic play, Justin.
Yeah, absolutely, and this score just keeps going up and up. We finished 6-5 yesterday. We're already at 5-3 today. I can see even more goals coming into the third period.
Yeah, stay tuned. Walter Hobbs, 3 goals tonight to lead the way after 2 periods of play. We'll take a break. I'll catch up with Jamie Wilton when we come back, the coach of the Pioneers. After 1 period, the Pioneers, or 2 periods, the Pioneers lead the Rebels 5-3. Coming up next on Shaw.
The Peregrine Falcon Recovery Project of Manitoba's Nest Box cameras are now streaming live at shawtv.ca/FalconCam. The live feed is also airing right here on Shaw TV Channel 9 every morning from 6:30 till 7:30 a.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 till 9:30 a.m.
So which of these would you like to consume on a daily basis?
That's not what I was expecting.
You're kidding, right?
I don't want to drink it because it goes in your car.
They're toxic.
It's something that humans should not be eating or drinking.
I want to take medication to stay healthy, not make me a lot sicker.
The good news is you can take steps to make sure your online pharmacy is legitimate with the .pharmacy domain.
So if I see .pharmacy,
It's legit.
So you and your loved ones can be sure the medications you buy online are safe.
.pharmacy. It's a no-brainer.
After 2 periods of play, the Pioneers are on their way to evening up the series at 1 game apiece. They lead 5-3. I'm joined by the commissioner of the league and also the coach of the Pioneers, Jamie Wilson. And Jamie, your team, I thought got off to a much better start today than they did last night, led by Walter Hobbs with the hat trick already.
Yeah, no, this game's been a lot better than yesterday. I felt like we didn't do a whole lot wrong yesterday, but we needed to execute, and we've come out and we've executed today.
Obviously, Troy Tornan, who had 4 points yesterday for them, obviously held up the scoreboard through 2 periods, and that has to be a positive.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's great. Yeah, no, Troy's a really good player. Love playing against him, and he brings a lot of pressure. So the fact that we can keep him to no points at this point is definitely a win for us already. So if we can keep that up third period, yeah.
Tell me a bit about your team, Mr. Obviously, you were in first place in the lead, so the pressure's kind of on you guys.
Yeah, no, it is. We finished first overall, but we were streaky. We went 6 wins, 6 losses, and then 6 wins, and then another 4 losses after that. So, we definitely aren't above and beyond anybody else. And, this team's very resilient. We've come through a lot. We've bettered ourselves. We've touched on the things that we need to get better at, and I'm very proud of my boys. They've stepped up today after, what was a heartbreaking loss after the comeback yesterday. But, yeah, this team is great, and I love this squad, and it's been a really fun year.
By the way, it's a really fast game out there. What do you look for in the third?
More breathers. Oh, man, it's rough. Those guys are fast, so hopefully we can keep up and get a few more goals. That the key is if we can come out like we did in the first, firing hard, keeping our speed, and hopefully we can wear them down.
That's a lot in the third. Jamie, hopefully we'll talk to you after game 3.
Thank you very much.
All right, the commissioner and the coach of the Pioneers, Jamie Wilson. We'll see if his team can close out this 2-goal lead that they have. And it's a 5-3 lead over the Rebels. It's 5-3 for the Pioneers. We'll be back with the third period after this. You're watching the YFC Ball Hockey Stanley Cup on Shaw TV.
Working with others is how we operate in a partnership or as a team. Carrying out a task together requires the engagement of all participants. Whether you're the leader or a part of the team, being able to work with others is vital to getting the job done. Essential skills, the foundation for work, learning, and life.
And we were back, ready for third period action. Justin Rempel, just a quick thought of what we've seen through 2 periods.
It's been a high-paced game. They've been flying all over the gym, and they're just going to keep throwing this ball in net. You've seen a lot of long shots here today, lots of shots from the other side of center. I think they're just going to keep doing that. They need to keep trying to test these goalies out, and like we were saying, we saw that one goal that curved into the net. That's going to need to keep happening here.
All right, Ethan Hunter in goal. Down to my right for the Rebels, and in goal for the Pioneers, Evan Ferreira. And they'll redo the face-off. So they say it wasn't done fairly. Jamie Wilson was talking about the pace of the game.
That's odd. That's what I've noticed too. They're flying over this gym.
Here's a long shot into the zone. Back for Richard. Here's a chance for Hobbs. He's trying to pull it out the net and score! Morgan Hobbs may have missed the first one, but he made good on the second one, and now he doubles the lead at 6-3. Just a couple seconds into the third period.
5 of the goals have come from the Hobbs brothers in this game, and that was just pure determination, outweighing the goalie on that one as well off another bounce. This ball is just going to bounce all game long. We're going to see this. Watch this though. He beats him to the ball, and then just determination to keep hacking at it until he finds the far side.
It's almost like he backs up a step so he didn't angle himself off. Nice job. And it's a 6-3 game. And we'll see what happens over the remaining 15, just under 15 minutes. Here's an opportunity for Turnett. Turnett will play it off the wall. Here's a chance for Coach Muntman, as Muntman will play it in. Out over the corner. Here's an opportunity. Out toward the front of the net. As it's taken there by Muntman. Muntman will play it off the window. As we will play it over. Now here's the chance. Quick shot. That's a nice save by Ferreira. And that'll be gloved and held on by Ferreira.
I had a chance to talk with the coach of the Rebels between periods here as well. Monkman said the key to them is to get more balls on the net. They need to just keep shooting it and keep making Ferreira work in the other net.
And we have a goal here, I think, by Turnett right off the face-off as he gets going. It's 6-4.
I was just saying, they need to keep getting the ball on net. There they did, a shot from the point, rebound, and Turnett finally getting on the board here. You know he's been looking forward to that today, but you see, shot from the point, and just able, off a couple bounces, see a weird kick there, and Turnett follows it and puts it in.
And so, it is a 6-4 game on Turnett's first of the game. We'll have a look. Now back in with the face-off here with 13 minutes. As it's brought up. Now back behind is Turnett. Turnett will play it. As it's brought up. Now behind it, it's a 6-4 game, 13 minutes remaining, and now we did a whistle. Haven't had a penalty yet in this game.
I don't think we had a penalty until the third period of last game either, when people started to get tired, sticks started to go. I would watch for maybe a penalty to come up within the next couple of minutes here, as they're just starting to get tired here. This is the second straight day of playing hard and intense.
And then I'm going to ask you, but I think I'm going to wait to see the results of this game. Here's Hobbs. Walter Hobbs with a shot. Teed the cross for Jamie Wilson. Pad save. For Hobbs. Hobbs the shot. Rebound. Takes a weird hot. Nobody there. In traffic, and Walter Hobbs will take it. Now he sent it in. Here off the wall. Walter Hobbs will back up. Hobbs will play it. Here's a long shot. That's going to be spun back over. Here's another opportunity. Into the corner. As he leaves it. Now as he waits for it. Down in front. Here's the chance now for Jamie Wilson. Wilson trying to deep. Now a nice three-way pass in front. As Muntman will play it over. Now to the middle here for Walter Hobbs. In the corner for Watt. Watt plays it down. Now to the corner. Another chance back in front. That's going to be tipped out. Another chance back up. Here's Jamie Wilson. Wilson with a shot. He just hit. I wonder if they found the book on Hunter, maybe from center ice or something like that. Here's a chance now. Walter Hobbs. Hobbs puts it in front now. More than Hobbs in front trying to pull it out. Now we have a penalty coming up. I didn't see.
I'm not sure what the call was. I think it was either a slash or a hook. I'm not sure what the call ended up being.
And it's going to be the...
Yeah, hooking penalty.
It's a power play for the Rebels, I think. Yeah, here's a chance as it's brought up. I will remind viewers that the Pioneers had a shorthanded goal tonight to come back last night. Here's a chance back there with the line. Another shot as they look for their second shorthanded goal in as many games. 11:08 remaining.
Just took a look at the scoreboard, and Morgan Hobbs, after a great game yesterday, now has 4 points in today's game already. That's 6 points in the 2 Stanley Cup games so far, and we still have more than 10 minutes left in this game.
Here's a chance back in front. Try to set it back in. Here's an opportunity. Adson's played back down, out of the front. They'll spin it. Sets it right back in. Looking for it now for Walter Hobbs. Hobbs in front. Holloway! Either Holloway or Walter Hobbs. And it's a short-handed goal to make it 7-4.
We're going to take a look at this one here.
I think this was Hobbs.
Well, the way he celebrated, I would say it was probably Hobbs putting it in for his 4th of the game.
And I apologize. The original penalty was to Turnant for slashing. So it's actually a power play goal for Walter Hobbs. The way I understood it. 7-4, 10-30. Turnant.
I think we're just trying to figure out the penalty here in the call.
Nobody seems to know what the penalty is.
We're just trying to figure out what the penalty is here right now before we get play started. 7-4 for the Pioneers right now as they look to force game 3.
I thought from where the puck was dropped that the Pioneers took the penalty.
Well, and it appears that they have a penalty right now. There's only 3 guys on the floor.
Maybe the short-handed goal. Anyway, we'll get that clarified. Here's the chance for Walter Hobbs. Hobbs is 4 goals out of the middle. Here's the chance they swing it out. 10-11 to go back in front. Taken there by Wood. Wood the shot. Nice save off of Montman. And that'll be a nice save. You know, keep it within a 3-goal deficit if you're the Pioneers.
Ferreira wants to shut the door the rest of the way now. He's got 10 minutes left. He's looked great over stretches in this game, and he's going to need to be that for the team for the rest of this game.
Here's an opportunity. They'll play it in. Not over the corner. Sets it back. Tries to play it through. Down to the corner as they set it in. 9:38 remaining. Long play. Back up toward the corner. Nice play there coming off the bench with Nipanak. Nipanak will play it in the corner. Leaves it there off the near side for Wood. Wood will have to give chase to his man. You can just see these 2 teams starting to energy tired down a little bit. The pace isn't what it was in the first 2 periods.
No, it really isn't, and that's to be expected. Unlike in ice hockey, when you can glide a bit if you need to, you can't stop moving here or you actually come to a complete stop and you're not able to do anything.
Here's a chance as they'll bring it back. Leaving it on the far corner. There's a turn it with a shot. Oh, that hit the basketball hoop. Went off the glass and came down right to Walter Hobbs. Hobbs has got 4 goals. He did him a dive or something. Oh, how he got that shot on net from where he was is still. Here's a chance now. Holloway put this stick down. Now for Turnant. 2 guys on Turnant. They're closing in on him. And they force him to the corner. 8:40 left here in this second game. The Rebels winning yesterday by a 6-5 count in overtime. And a goal by Cody Wood. Here's the shot in front for Turnant. He just denied. Now for Jamie Wilson. Wilson puts it up high and wide. Holloway in the corner there for Turnant. Turnant turned on the jet. Intercepted by Holloway. The shot. Nice save as Richard will get over. Richard will play it down. Bank it off the wall. Walter Hobbs playing a bit of a defensive shot. Ferreira will make the nice save in the goal line stand with 8 minutes remaining.
The Rebels down 3 goals right now, 7-4, but it's worth noting for the viewers who didn't have a chance to see the game yesterday that the Rebels actually had 2 3-goal leads during the game. They lost those leads, but were then able to pull it out in overtime.
Here's a chance, and it's another one. Ferreira will make the save as Walter Hobbs will pull it out of trouble, and oh my goodness, Hunter didn't know where that was. Morgan Hobbs now for Muntman. Muntman that gives away to Hobbs. He scores. Man, the Hobbs brothers have really driven the ship in this game here tonight. This is another goal for Morgan. And they'll make it 8-4.
And I believe that's 5 points for him now, too. 5 points for Hobbs. Just, again, the ball bouncing, able to swat that one out of the air right between the pads. That's a tough one for the goalie. He doesn't know when that shot's coming at all.
Hand-eye coordination and through the 5-hole. Will make it 8-4. And the clock will start now at center ice, 7:29 to go. Now they bring it back in. Here's Turnant. Turnant will leave it. Now here's another shot that's tipped away. Now they bring it back in. Looking for it, long play back in over the zone. Here's an opportunity, leaves it there for Muntman. Muntman trying to cause some traffic in front now for Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs will play it. Hobbs in front, shot. That's tipped away by Hunter. Plays it through. Here's a chance for Muntman. Muntman trying to do the old Bobby Orr coast to coast. And he ran out of steam in front. Now Muntman trying to finish his own play. Now it's back underneath. Here's the chance as it's brought. Now for Beach. As they'll play it right in. Here's a chance for Turnant. Turnant on for Muntman. Nice defensive play. Now the jam job out in front. It's just the feet positioning on that play, Justin.
We were saying earlier in the period that Monkman was their key to winning this game was to put more balls on the net, and that's what they're doing here. But getting the traffic in front and ball getting lost in the feet, they just weren't able to finish that play off.
Another save by Ferreira. He's got a couple better candidates for save of the game. We'll find out which one they choose or we choose on the post-game show. And it looks like at this point we'll be heading to a third game. Although stranger things have happened in 6 minutes. Here's a chance. I was coaching Cup some time ago, and the team blew a 4-1 lead with 2 minutes left, lost 5-4 in regular time.
Sounds like an NHL playoff game this year.
Here's a chance. Down in the corner. More Jacob Holloway in front now. Winter going in after it. Now out in front, here's the look. And they'll flip it now for Richard. Sends it back in, another shot. Score! Cody Wood with the howitzer from the point. I think it was a clean in. And it's 8-5.
It was actually Beach with the shot there from the point. And there was some good traffic in front of the net there as well, as we can see on the replay. The shot there, the attempted block, it may have actually gone off the Pioneers player there before going into the net. I don't think Ferreira saw that.
We'll see if it's a deflection off of Walker. And we'll get the action back underway. Here's an opportunity now for Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs will play it, now he leaves it there for Holloway. In front, leaves it there now for Walker Hobbs. 5:20 to go in regulation time. It is an 8-5 Pioneer lead. Here's the whistle back in front for Holloway. Holloway fired it high and wide. Oh, the ref had to duck out of the way. Now it's a funny bounce as Morgan Hobbs is looking for some loose garbage, which is not to be found.
Goalie did a good job of covering the ball up there, keeping that one out of the net. Still back to a 3-goal deficit, but again, that's what the Pioneers overcame last game, so it's
Here's
still
a quick
completely
shot
possible.
right off the glass, or off the wall. As they'll bring it in. Out of the corner. Leaving it, here's the chance. Back in front. Trying to set it. They'll play it now for Turnant. Turnant will play it. Looking for it out in front. Tries to set it now for Niepenath. Niepenath down in front. Tries to play it in. Now off the window. Tries to flip it. Here's the chance for Turnant. Oh, nice save by Ferreira. Might be another one for save of the game. Here's a long shot. As that was point blank now for Beach. Beach who got the 8-5 goal. I thought it was Wood, but it ended up being Beach. Here's a chance off the window, and then another shot out in front. Another chance through the back door. Trying to play it. That's Wood. Now for Richard. Under 4 to go. Now they flip it in. Here's an opportunity, long shot. That's going to be played down. Now to Wood, the corner. Plays it back in. Trying to play it through the seam. Back to the middle. Morgan Hobbs in front. Sets it back. Here's a look. Leaving it Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs in front. Turnant will leave it. 3:30 left. Here's Turnant the shot. That goes wide. Rebound off the wall. Pereira makes a nice save.
I want to say that Richard's been playing an outstanding defensive game here today. He's been holding, when he's on the floor, he's been holding their team to outside chances. He's been hard on the puck and keeping it.
Here's the chances. They'll bring it right back in. Looking for it. Here's the shot that goes wide. Another save by Pereira. Can't find it. Left with the puck in by Holloway. Holloway down a breakaway, and he feeds it through the lane. Jacob Holloway just on the board. And he missed it 9-5.
That was like the Peter Forsberg move right there.
Yes.
One hand on the stick, puts it in on the side. We're going to take a quick look at the replay here. Just outruns him. That's the biggest thing here. Holloway just stays in front and then just pushes it in with one hand.
Can we make that the goal of the game?
Yeah, you bet.
Here's a chance, 2:55. I have a feeling we'll be seeing that one again on the highlights at some point. Here's a chance, long shot, that just goes wide. Nice move there by Holloway. You're in front for Nippenat, that goes wide. 2:44 to go in the third. It looks like a mini game is gonna be happening about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this game.
Looks like we're staying overtime, Michael.
Yeah, you never know. Here's a chance in front, Nippenat. Out in front, sends it up. Nippenat, the shot, oh. That went off the pad of Hunter. Not in front. Oh my. There's a nice play in front. It's knocked away. Sends it back in. Here's a chance. 2:15 to go. Tries to set it back over. Here's Turnant. He's only been held to 1 goal in this game. Will have an opportunity. Now down in front, looking at it. And it's going to be played back. Here's a chance now. They flip it back down. 1:55 to go. Sends it back in. Here's another opportunity. Now they set it back in. Looking for it, long shot. And that's going to be a play back. Down in front. Here's another opportunity. Big opportunity down in front. Here's a chance. Wrap around. Nippenat in front, trying to pull the trigger around out of the room. Down in front off the window. And it will be a long shot. And I believe Jamie Wilson gets this goal.
Yeah, he scored from that point. Far side on the goalie. I don't think the goalie was ready for that shot at all. It was just from a ways out, almost halfway into his own end. He took that shot. Jamie Wilson finishing 3rd in the league in points during the regular season. You can just see here, it's kind of an off. He's off balance when he takes that shot. Has a couple of guys in front of the goalie there as well. Finds that far corner.
I wonder if they start to pound the ball on Hunter. Seems to be those long distance shots. 1:30 left in the game. We'll be headed to a third game. I think it's safe to assume.
I think with 1:25 left, we're safe to say that this 5-goal lead is safe.
Here's a chance out in front, Nippenat. Down in front. Here's an opportunity, leaving it there for Turnant. Plays it back. I'll ask you a question after this game, and now the arm goes up, so we'll have a penalty. It was called by our back official.
And they're going to want to get a goal here on the power play. It's not going to change the outcome of this game, but it's going to give them momentum going to Game 3, which is going to happen right after the end of Game 2 here.
Yeah, so that's one thing. We're not back here tomorrow night. That's it. There's a shot, and that's what come out. Pereira with the opportunity, and Morgan Hobbs with another one. From long range, from Brendan. Popped in a short-handed goal the second of the night to make it 11-5.
Another one of those long shots, and I think I've lost track of how many goals Morgan Hobbs has.
Walker's got 4. I think Morgan got 2 or 3. Here's a chance, and Richard in the corner, 35 seconds. Sets it down. Here off the window, back in front, trying to set it in. Morgan Hobbs down in front, leaving it 24 seconds. Sets it in here, Cemento. Far side there for Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs will play it. There's the shot. Nice glove save. 16.3. Justin, your thoughts on, I guess, how the Rebels are going to respond with this tight turnaround?
I think they just need to take a breath. They need to relax for a bit, and they need to give themselves just a bit of. This ball hockey is very unpredictable. They need to realize that and know that the bounces could go their way next game.
Here's an opportunity back toward the corner. Sets it back up. Long play. That'll do it. 11-5, the final score. We'll see you here for Game 3 after a post-game show. A mini game coming up in 20 minutes for all the marbles, but first a post-game show coming up. 11-5. The Pioneers win. We'll be back with a player of the game, save of the game, and a player of the game after this. Post-game show coming up on Shaw TV. Don't go anywhere.
Stay gold this summer as the boys of bat, base, and ball return on the Goldeyes Extra Innings Show, airing daily on Shaw TV, Channel 9. Featuring all the hard-hitting action, player interviews, bloopers, profiles, fan interaction, and antics you could shake a giant foam finger at. The Goldeyes Extra Innings Show, airing all summer long, debuts May 15th, only on Shaw TV.
I do it because everyone deserves a house they can call home.
I do it because I can connect with like-minded people for a common cause.
I do it because I know I can make an impact.
I do it because I love to give back to my community.
Do it because you can make a difference. You can break the cycle of poverty by helping to build affordable homes for low-income families.
Snap into the bone crushing, no fussing, slobber knocking. Look who's talking, championship belt rocking, off the top rope dropping, blood, sweat, and tears.
The Peregrine Falcon Recovery Project of Manitoba's Nest Box cameras are now streaming live at shawtv.ca/FalconCam. The live feed is also airing right here on Shaw TV Channel 9 every morning from 6:30 till 7:30 a.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 till 9:30 a.m.
So which of these would you like to consume on a daily basis?
That's not what I was expecting.
You're kidding, right?
I don't want to drink it because it goes in your car.
They're toxic. It's something that humans should not be eating or drinking.
I want to take medication to stay healthy, not make me a lot sicker.
The good news is you can take steps to make sure your online pharmacy is legitimate with the .pharmacy domain.
So if I see .pharmacy,
It's legit.
So you and your loved ones can be sure the medications you buy online are safe.
.pharmacy. It's a no-brainer.
The Pioneers win an important game, 11-5 over the Rebels to force a third mini game, which will be coming up shortly. Welcome back to the Youth for Christ Center here at the Youth for Christ Ball Hockey Stanley Cup. I'm joined by the Pioneers player of the game, Walker Hobbs. And Walker, you had 4 goals in this game. Give me a thought on your performance before we talk about the team.
It was just, I don't know, everything was working, just scoring goals. Like what was missing started going in, and it's just, I couldn't do it without the other guys on the team because they've been there with me all year, and I wouldn't be where I am without them.
Talk to me a bit about last night. You did lost the heartbreaker. You were held to 1 goal until the goal really didn't come till the end. Did that give you any motivation coming into today?
Win or lose, I was going to come back better because that was one of my worst games of the year other than when I was held pointless by the same Rebels team. So my buddy Troy, I just want to beat him so bad, so it's time to bring the heat again.
Finally, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you what it was like for you to play with your brother. Obviously, Morgan had a couple of goals tonight as well. What's it been like playing with him?
As much as we fight, we work really well together. We have natural chemistry, so it helps a lot. And this was one year I didn't have to put him in the backpack. He definitely held his own.
Finally, third mini game coming up here shortly. Obviously, you want to play much the same game.
Yeah, just going to come out hard, fast, and capitalize on them being tired and frustrated. So ready to go.
Congratulations on the great game, Walker. Best of luck in Game 3.
Thank you.
All right, Walker Hobbs ended up to join us with the 4-goal performance. We'll bring in Justin Rempo after, but first we'll have our play of the game, and it's in the third period. A Jacob Holloway, Peter Forsberg moment, as we'll see the replay up here. Justin, if you want to talk a bit about the goal.
Well, that's exactly what it was. It was a Peter Forsberg-esque goal. Just the power to outmuscle him, and then one hand put it off the pad into the net, barely making it into the net, by the way, but just a great determination on that play to get up there, and just that was the insurance goal by far.
11-5, so you can only give up 5 goals, and you must have a good goaltender on one end.
And he was outstanding today when he needed to be, and you can just see desperation saves when needed. He was on the ice. I was off the stick, just doing whatever he could to keep his team in the game. Yeah, they had a comfortable lead, but we've seen 3 goals evaporate really fast.
Especially in the early game minute. I would just say from the first period, you really set the tone in the game. Finally, we have Game 3 here in a matter of moments. What do you expect? It's a bit of a different format, but one would suggest momentum might be on the Pioneers side. Momentum
is definitely going to be with the Pioneers, but the one thing to consider is these guys just played 3 really hard 15-minute periods. They're coming right back out now playing 2 10s. They're going to be tired, and I think you're going to see maybe a little less offense, a little more block shots as people don't want to move around as much, and they want to maybe try to conserve their energy so that when they need it, they can make that play.
Do the nerves start to kick in? It is Game 3 for both sides, although one would suggest that the Pioneers have been here coming into today having already faced the game with elimination.
I think the pressure, even though the Rebels or the Pioneers have the momentum, the pressure is also on them. They have a couple of guys who have not won a championship. They really want to win, which means that they need to be at their best in this game to do that.
You heard it from Justin. One game for all the marbles. It's coming up next on Shaw TV here in just a little bit. To recap, a 6-5 win in overtime last night by the Rebels. The Pioneers come back with an 11-5 win here in Game 2 to tie the series at 1 game apiece. Game 3 not far away, and we'll have it for you coming up soon on Shaw. We'll take a break to be back with the third mini game coming up after this on Shaw TV.
Snap into the bone crushing, no fussing, slobber knocking. Look who's talking, championship belt rocking. Off the top rope dropping, blood, sweat, and tears on the canvas mopping. Triple turnbuckle, heart stopping action of the CWE Canadian Wrestling Elite. Only on Shaw TV. Consult your local listings. Oh yeah, adrenaline.
We are your friends.
We are your neighbors.
We are dedicated.
We are volunteers.
We are helping.
We are just like you.
We are understanding.
We are part of the solution.
Part of the difference.
We are part of the bigger picture.
We are compassionate.
We are part of your community, and we've been changing lives for over 25 years.
Thanks, Manitoba.
Supported by Danny's Whole Hog Barbecue, a partner for change.
In a city well known for its rich cultural diversity, Lusocan TV remains the longest running community access show on Shaw TV Winnipeg. Highlighting the people, sounds, art, and food of the Portuguese, Lusocan TV takes its loyal viewership on an international tour behind the scenes of local events, concerts, and gatherings. And the best part is, you won't even need your passport. Lusocan TV, every Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m., only on Shaw TV.
I started drinking more to deal with stress. Without my realizing it, alcohol took over my life. Finding the courage to go to that first meeting of Alcoholics Anonymous was the best thing I've done. I got help from people who know what I've been through. Now I have hope. Alcoholics Anonymous. If alcohol is causing problems in your life, look for us. You can find us in the phone book or on the web at aa.org.
We want to be back at the Youth for Christ Center, getting ready for a winner take all. And I'm Michael Darrow, joined by Justin Rempo. And Justin, how did we get to this point?
Well, the first game was just a roller coaster of emotions right there. Rebels went up with a 3-goal lead twice. Pioneers were able to come back from it, force overtime, but in overtime, the Rebels were able to seal it fairly shortly in. Game 2, Pioneers came out today flying, taking the game 11-3. It was close for the first couple periods, but then it just blew it open there.
We'll display the lineups right now for the Pioneers. I will tell you that it will be Evan Pereira in goal, 12 assists and 2 with a 5.30 goal against average. He will start down to my broadcast left, and we'll have the lineups for the Rebels. In goal down to my broadcast right, a 12-8-1 record, and a goal against average of 5 point. I can't find it here. We'll find it as we go on.
5.81.
The mini game, thank you. The mini game is underway. It is 2 10-minute running time periods followed by overtime here in this third game. Face off will be to the glove side of Hunter. Now they bring it back in. Setting it up. Tries to play it through, and this will go back toward the line. Here's the middle. Near side, and they'll bring it back to her. Hobbs in the corner, leaving it. Hobbs plays it in, looking at it. This will go on a nice looking play, and this will go high and an airmail. Here for Winter. Winter will play it. 9-10 to go in this third minute game. It is tied 1-1. In the series, no score here in this game. Morgan Hobbs going to the net, not stopped by Hunter.
Ferrer had an outstanding game last game, and he's looking to have another good one as well. His teammates gathering around him, telling him one more, one more.
Here's a chance off toward the wall. I had a Pioneer player tell me that the Rebels look, quote, flustered. So we'll see if his assertion is correct. Here's a chance down toward the corner. Walker Hobbs sets it back for Turnant. Turnant scores. Nice job through a screen. And Troy Turnant will open the scoring for the Rebels.
That's what the Rebels needed right there. We were saying they did not have the momentum coming into this, but the nerve's still on the Pioneers here. And just another one of those long shots the goalie was not able to pick up. Not sure if someone was in front of him, but you could see the ball just drop there at the last second. Caught the corner in the net.
And we'll drop the ball. 8:28 as they'll flip it down here in this third and decided mini game. Rebels lead it 1-0 on the Turnant goal. Here's another opportunity, and Hunter will make the save. 2 big saves early.
And he didn't have a great game last game, so you know he's going to be coming in here, and he knows he needs to be good.
Here's a long shot. High and over the net. Holloway into the corner. Now Holloway's a little bit shaken up, or he's limping in the corner a little bit. Comes up with a puck, throws it in front. Turnant will pitch it off. Walker Hobbs plays it back over. Here, Walker Hobbs down in front off. Yo, Holloway trying to swipe at it. He just missed it.
He's smiling about that one. He knows he had a good chance there.
Here's a chance. Turn it. Now, up for Muntman. Muntman out in front. The touch pass. Got the save. Rebound. Nothing doing there. Morgan Hobbs underneath the window. Here leaving it for number 77, Dawson Richard. Now for Walker Hobbs. For Neepanat. Turn it with the goal. He's looking to set up. Here's the shot. Three-way play. 50 score for Muntman.
I'm going to call that play of the game already. That was outstanding.
Tit-tat-toe. Give him the goal. And this should be... Turn it.
The great passing here just to open up Monkman on the side, who pots in that goal. Ferreira has no chance on that one.
The expression on Jamie Wilson's face says it all. 2-0.
We mentioned it last game, but some of the players on the Pioneers have been here for 8 years in the junior and senior divisions and have still not made it to won a championship.
Here's a long shot. Nice opportunity. There's a shot by Walker Hobbs in that slot.
Oh, it might have hurt Monkman a bit.
Here's a shot. Again, that slot before it got through. Walker Hobbs sets it in. Remember, they don't have much time to wait around. This is a much shorter game. Here's a chance. Muntman trying to play it, and that's a pad save by Ferreira.
Pioneers need to just take a breath here. They need to know that they can score. They have the ability to do that. They just showed it last game. 11 goals in the last game. They just need to take that breath.
Here's an opportunity to another stop. And it's held by Ferreira. Wow, there's only 2 10-minute running time halves. Here's a chance that they'll leave it. Down to the corner, Walker Hobbs for Jamie Wilson. And he'll fire it right into our broadcast location in between the cameras, which are set up here to my left.
I think we've been nice to Jamie. He didn't need to fire that ball towards us here.
2.5 minutes to score. Now they set it in. Looking at it, long play now for Walker Hobbs. Hobbs will play it back in front. Looking for it. Back toward the middle. Trying to set it through the seam. Back door, nicely blocked it away. Wood tries to get it there. Walker Hobbs into the corner now for Neepanat. Neepanat, point blank. Oh, it rolled in. The original shot. And I don't think Hunter got all of it.
I think it was the rotation of the ball again, just the weird bounces it takes. It looks like it rolled right up his blocker. And then unfortunately for Hunter, just landed right in the wrong spot there. If it had been just a couple inches over to his right, that would have stayed out, but not this time, and now it's 2-1 for the Rebels.
We are in for a thrill of a finish. Here's a chance back in front, long shot off the wall again. Hobbs had to come through his stick, and he probably didn't want that bounce back.
I can't read lips, but it looks like they're just telling him to shoot. And keep shooting and keep shooting. That's all they're going to do this game, is just shoot the ball as much as they can.
Here's an opportunity. Now it goes back into the back corner. Walker Hobbs comes out with it, trying to do the old Bobby Orr right in front. Morgan Hobbs going in there for a rebound. Down in the corner. Leaves it there. Morgan Hobbs nicely in front. Nice job on the stick there by Holloway. Holloway trying to throw it in front. Here's the shot that goes wide. Walker Hobbs trying to set it up. He's got to deal with Sorrento. He gets around Sorrento. Hobbs in behind the net. Looking for it. Hobbs. Slow roller. He's being edged out of the play by Richard. Hobbs just being patient behind the net. Waiting, looking, firing out in front off the line. Sets it down. Setting it through. This will go back. Trying to play it in. Here's Wood. Wood on the back door. Nobody picked him up. And he goes bar down.
Looks like he batted that one right out of the air. I think the Pioneers are arguing that the net was off, but it was ruled a goal. That's going to stand 3-1 Rebels. As we take a look at the replay here, let's get maybe a better idea of what exactly happened there. But it was a rebound that he was able to actually bat out of the air.
No, that's a goal.
That is a goal. Ref was right there to call that one.
It is 3-1. Turnant back on the floor, by the way, under 4 to go in this first period. I expect to see fire coming from the brains of the Pioneers. Here's a backhander, oh my goodness! That'll be a candidate for saving the game right there off of Morgan Hobbs. Trying to spin out of the corner out in front. And Hunter will make the save. Maybe we can get another look at that save at some point there by Hunter.
One of the beautiful things about this league is you can see right there Holloway and Richard, after battling in front, a little fist pump and little laugh at each other, talk it out, and then they're back to action.
It's an opportunity. Richard with a little slop pass. Leaves it there for Turnant. Sets it now for Holloway. In front, launch shot. Ferrer didn't know where it was. Here's an opportunity back in front. Hobbs with a shot, trying to put it through that, just missed. Now back in front, trying to look for it. 2:54 to go in the first period. The Rebels leading this third and deciding game by a 3-1 score. Here's a chance for Jamie Wilson. Wilson moving in! Oh, he put it off his backhand just wide. Here's Hobbs. Hobbs moving in, inside out! Talk about Justin. A rebound performance from Hunter.
Well, he let in 11 goals last game, 1 so far in just about 8 minutes of play. That is a great start for him, and it's exactly what the Rebels needed.
Here's an opportunity, launch shot that's going to be deflected. Munchman turns it over here for Holloway, and the puck will bounce a few feet away from me. Here's Walker Hobbs cutting through, he just missed. Holloway on the jam job side of the net, can't get forward on the puck. Here's an opportunity. Now down the floor, taken by Jamie Wilson. Wilson has to deal with Munchman in the corner. Munchman driving, looking, turning, gives way to Munchman. Back up, here's the shot by Beach. That's blocked. That's destroyed by Richard. Down the corner, Niepenat. Driving, Walker Hobbs, minute 36 left for the first period. Might be that the Pioneers just given on the format of this game. Maybe need the next goal. Here's a launch shot off the mat. As it's taken by Munchman. In behind the net, looking for it. Here's a chance, back to the corner. Here's a chance, launch shot, high rising. Back in front off a leg. Tries to set it through. Looking for it here. Down along the back wall. Jamie Wilson.
Under a minute left now.
There's a shot waiting for the traffic in front. Hunter got a piece of that now for Walker. As Justin said, under a minute. Here's a chance. Down in front, there's a shot fired wide. Down in the middle. Sets it through. Looking for it. Down to the corner, 35 seconds. Out of the middle, looking. Here's a chance. Munchman just trying to tie it up in the corner. Nice job by Munchman trying to ride time off. He fires it wide. Walker Hobbs in front. Now they play it back. Nice job for Wood. Plays it through, opportunity. Down to the corner, looking. Driving, and this will go all the way down. Here for Richard. Richard will play it, and this will be a end of period save with the Rebels 10 minutes away from a championship. We'll see if the Pioneers have a comeback in them. Some nice back and forth action. One bounce too many, and one bounce more in favor of the Rebels. Justin, your thoughts on the first period? After we'll take a break, and then we'll be back with this third and deciding game. The final half coming up. 3-1 Rebels after 1. You're watching the Youth for Christ Stanley Cup Championship on Shaw TV.
ever-expanding world of pop culture, Garth Bowman is there to be your guide. Whether it's movies, TV, games, or comic books, he's going to cover it all.
I've been going to the movies all my life, and the best parts of going to the movies is going to the movies.
If you're worried about keeping your inner nerd at bay, don't worry. Here, you're off the hook.
Get your popcorn, get your seat. That's where you're supposed to be.
Catch all the action right here on Shaw. Check your guide for details.
Download Parachute's app now.
All right, we're ready to begin the second period. Evan Ferreira in goal down to our broadcast right. And Ethan Hunter in goal to our left. The last 10-minute period with the championship on the line as they bring it back over. There's an opportunity, plays it through. Out for Jamie Wilton. Wilton, a cannon score! Jamie Wilton with a cannon! And he'll make it 3-2.
He took that shot from about 4 feet in front of his old goaltender there. But there were a lot of bodies in the way.
Maybe it was deflected, whoa.
We're going to take a look at the replay here. I think that may have just been a clean shot in and just fooled the goalie.
Yeah, 3-2. 9:46 remaining in this regulation time, we can say. As they'll bring it in. Now off the window. It's Wilson again looking for Hobbs. That goal was huge, Justin, if the Rebels are gonna, or if the Pioneers are gonna come back. That is that jab job in front. Puck goes in toward the corner now for Wood. Long shot, Ferrer will grab it. That's gonna be a whistle. And a face-off for the glove side of Ferreira. Remember, the clock will run until inside the final few minutes.
That only leaves them 9 minutes. This is a very different game than the other ones. There's a lot less time to get that goal.
Here's another long shot by Wilton. Rebound comes off the wall. Hobbs couldn't get there quick enough. Now out in front here for Morgan Hobbs. He had the blocker down. Did Hunter. Here's a shot now for Wilson. Wilson in behind the net. Wilson trying to pull it out of some skates. Wilson over center. Feeds it for Walker. Hobbs the shot. And he's going to be a stop there by Hunter. He's the player of the game early. Here in the second period, 8:35 to go.
Well, of course, he led the league in points, so he's looking to get more here as well. But we can't count on Turnett on the Rebels as well, who is second in the league in points, playing a lot less games.
Now they set it up. Here's an opportunity back toward the middle. Tries to play it through, and this will be a play that will...
Frozen ball. They're just going to blow it dead and do a face-off.
Might be to the disadvantage of the Pioneers if the clock didn't stop. 3-2 Rebels. Under 8 to go. Here's a chance. Trying to play it through. Wilton. Back to the middle. He's looking for it. He's got his team back to within one. Early in the third. Here now for Morgan Hobbs. Hobbs will play it. Looking for it. Through the seam. You can hear the barking. Muntman. Muntman will play it. Looking to get out of some skates. To be down in front here for Wilton. 7:27 left in the third period. Long play, or second half. Here's the rebound off the boards. And Hobbs kind of fell down. And there's going to be a penalty, I think, on this play.
Rebels aren't sure about it, but we're going to take a look at it here. It looks like it's going to be a tripping call.
I'm not sure about it either.
Take a look. It doesn't look like the stick caught him at any point there. Pioneers getting an advantage for the next 2 minutes.
Yes. The official on the far side called it, and I think he called it on reaction. Anyway, big power play coming. As they'll bring it. Here's another opportunity.
That one's off Monkman's hand. That hurt him.
There's a chance. Well, oh, Monkman does you.
Ow. That was another good block.
Two
but
shots back to back on this. Man, we might need a category for Warrior of the game. That would go to Monkman. Here's a shot high and wide. Plays it through. Another shot back to the front. Another opportunity. That'll be a save out in front. Morgan Hobbs looking. Looking shooting. That just goes wide and there'll be a whistle.
And to our cameras over there.
Time running out on this power play. Maybe a Jeff power play if you saw the replay. Now in front. Looking for it. Here's another shot in front. Nipping out in front. Now back for Wilson. Feeds it for Walker Hobbs. Hobbs can't slow it down. Hobbs being chased by Torrent. Hobbs to the net. He gets knocked down. Nipping out. Wanting to pass. Torrent will play to the open corner.
Walker
5.5. Sorry?
Walker Hobbs saying between games here that he loved playing against Turnet.
5.5 off the boards. Try to set you out for Jetson. Now the net moves.
No, it was saying before, just between games, Walker Hobbs saying he loves playing against Turnet, and you can see that they're battling hard against each other, but that friendship is still there.
Unfortunately, one of them is denied up with a championship, the other isn't.
But they have each other.
Here's an opportunity. Wilson in front for Nepinat. He gets robbed in the doorstep for jamming away. And how this goaltender is not player of the game at this point as he is a little bit shaken up. And we're
having a timeout here. A goaltender took a beating on that one to make the save. Made a great save, but it looks like he may have stretched himself out just a little too much for that.
Can we, okay, we'll get a replay. As Hunter's shaking up in the crease.
And you can see the original shot here bounced in front, which led to the frantic scramble in net. Looked like Holloway's there at the side trying to bang it in. I think just the push over to save it. Looks like he actually stopped it underneath his pad yet too, which is pretty impressive.
Well, he just, I think, extended himself a little bit too much, and that was...
Looks like he's walking it off here, hopefully. We'll have to see what happens coming up here. Just to catch you up on the series so far, 6-5 Rebels won the first game in overtime after an amazing comeback by the Pioneers. That was last night. Earlier tonight, the Pioneers came out firing and took the second game 11-5 on, what was it? Walker Hobbs 4 goals and Morgan Hobbs just countless points in there as well. The Hobbs brothers looking to win this championship. Now we're in game 3. We got 4 minutes, 47 seconds left in the second half. We're only doing 2 halves here in this game. 3-2 right now for the Rebels, but this could be bad for the Rebels if Hunter is injured and he is not able to continue playing. They're going to have to put someone else in, and if he is able to continue playing, you have to wonder how much is he going to be able to do?
As they attend to Hunter. And we will be awaiting to see what will happen. If Hunter's going to be able to continue in this game or not. He's finally making his way to the net. There's 4:47 left in regulation in a 3-2 game, which the Rebels currently lead.
So Hunter is staying in the net, but like we said before, you got to wonder, is this going to affect him now through the rest of the game? If he can hold it for another 4 minutes and 47 seconds, his team is going to be the Stanley Cup champions of the Samson's Ball Hockey League. And that would give his teammate Cody Wood his first championship in 4 tries. He's been to the finals 4 straight times now.
Here's an opportunity. Out your back and away. Walker Hobbs a shot. Who did the delay benefit more in your mind?
That's a tough one, but you got to think it benefited the Pioneers. They had a chance to breathe. And the Rebels now knowing that their goalie might be hurt, that's not going to help their emotional state at all.
Here's a shot shot, and it's airmailed, I believe, somewhere past the camera setup.
I think they're just going to blow it dead because it was just way out. They're going to restart it up here. 4 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second half of this game.
There's an opportunity, 4:07 left, long shot. And that's going to be brought up. Here's Holloway in front now. Wilson banging away. Who will come up with the big clutch in the last 4 minutes? Here's the shot stop. Rebound! Oh, he tipped it out. Wow. How did Hunter make that save? Chance. And that's going to be Wood. Wood in front. Trying to tip it up for Jamie Wilson. Plays it off. Long play in front. Here's the shot. And that's going to be off the window. Hobbs tips it to the corner. Well, for Walker Hobbs, Winter jumps on the floor. And it's, Winter. And it's flipped now. Holloway, too far. Leaves it there for Wilson. Wilson trying to feed it. Now for Turnant. Turnant trying to go. Now back in front. Oh! Big save off the goal line. Wood in front. 3 minutes to go. And what could be really frantic. Here's an opportunity. Now in front here for Holloway. Holloway trying to pull it out of the corner. Doesn't do a good job maybe of angling them off. Here's Walker Hobbs. Down in front of the battle right in front of our broadcast location. Here's a chance. Leaving it there for Walker Hobbs. Hobbs, slap shot. Holloway was standing in front of the net, none to be had. Here's a chance, back in front for Turnant. Nice shot, nice save. Pereira now off the wall. Hobbs gets denied. Big goaltending here down the stretch. Here's an opportunity in front. One goal might ice it for the Rebels. Here's Holloway, and he got tripped from behind.
No call on the play, no call on the play.
And how there's no call on that play. He's really shaking up. Down in front. Here's a chance, and he's in a lot of pain. Down in front. Tries to send it over. Back to the corner now. Off the window. 1:50 to go. He can't put any weight on that light at all. Just watching him over here. Here's the chance for Wilson. Wilson plays it over. Now for Nippenat. Nippenat the shot. That's going to be out in front, just wide. Minute 35 to go. Have to think there'll be a timeout, maybe not whistle. Here's Wood in the corner. Wood will leave it. Wood trying to play it in front. Sets it back toward the seam. Now along the wall as they bring it back over. And it'll be tipped away. I don't know. 1:10 left. Keeping an eye over there on Holloway. Hasn't really moved in the corner over there. Here's an opportunity, long play. Back down. Sets it in. That'll be a shot and a save, and we'll have a timeout, 58 seconds remaining.
And just a reminder as well to the people maybe who were watching yesterday, or those who were watching yesterday, when when the ball hits the goaltender directly in the mask, they blow play dead immediately. They want the safety of the goalies and of the players to be their #1 priority. Of course, speaking of the safety of the players, we know that Holloway went down, and I don't think he is up yet. I think he's actually, he's still sitting on the bench there. Looks like he's nursing that. I would highly doubt we see him for the rest of the game here.
Yeah, I don't know if we want to see a replay on that. I'll just leave it at that.
Well, we have a minute left here, and it was 12 seconds left, I believe, in the first game that Jamie Wilson gave it up to Hobbs, who put the goal in to tie it up. So they got 58 seconds. That's quite a bit more than they had last time when they tied it. The Pioneers are just saying, shoot the puck, or shoot the ball, get it on net, go for that rebound. They've had multiple chances off the back wall, and they're probably going to keep going for that. The Rebels, on the other hand, they're saying to each other, like, get the ball, get it out, don't let it anywhere near the goalie, and keep the guys away from the front of their goaltender, Hunter, who we know is a little bit hurt. We'll have to see how he can finish the game off here.
Well, I would say that the injury, they're 1-1 aside now, so Although one is in the game and one is not. But we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the performance of Mr. Hunter.
Hunter has been outstanding today. 2 goals allowed in a final game after 11 just minutes before this game started. He allowed 11 goals. This is a huge bounce back performance for him and for the Rebels as a team.
Getting a little extra. Well, we did overtime for the second time in the series. We'll find out under a minute left. Wilson with the shot. That's up block. Now in front. Trying to play it over. Here to the corner. Leaves it now for Wilson on in front. He just missed. Just missed Morgan Hobbs. Final 40 seconds of the game. Nice little cut there by Walker Hobbs. Hobbs will play it. Here's the shot. Oh, Nippenak just missed it. Back in front. Final second. Goaltender still in the net. Wilson, 20 seconds left. Not much time. Wilson to the net off the line. That's blocked. Munchman sends it in. Here's the shot. Follow through. Hobbs racing to the corner. 10 seconds left. Back in front. Trying to watch at it. Wilson might only have one more shot. And that's to get it to the net. Wilson can't get it. Turn it, blocked it. Got the big stop. And the Rebels. The Rebels will win it. The Rebels will win the championship. Nice to see Holloway watching again.
This is that moment of ultimate victory for one team and just complete heartbreak for the other.
Oh boy, if we don't talk to Hunter on this post-game show, he was the really big victor in this game, and a hard-fought game, a hard-fought series. Justin, just the closing thought before we begin the post-game show.
Well, just a great game by both teams, battling hard for the win. We saw some different goal scorers in this game as well, which was really nice to see. Some guys contributing throughout. Wood had 2 points in this game. Monkman 2 points. Turnot also had a goal. On the other team, Nippenak with the goal. Wilson with the goal. And Walker Hobbs again puts another assist on the board there.
All right, post-game show coming up. Player of the game, play of the game, save of the game, and I'm just watching an unbelievable moment at center ice here. Post-game show begins now. Back in a minute here on Shaw.
Change is going to come in everyone's life and in the ways of them. This truth is inevitable. Join host Antoinette Zloty as she refers you to the tips, steps, resources, and things you can do to make positive, life-altering changes when the time is right for you. All topics are covered as stories are shared, demos are demonstrated, and solutions are orchestrated. Tune into Transitions on Shaw TV and get ready for real change. Go to shawtv.ca for showtimes. The Peregrine Falcon Recovery Project of Manitoba's Nest Box cameras are now streaming live at shawtv.ca/FalconCam. The live feed is also airing right here on Shaw TV Channel 9 every morning from 6:30 till 7:30 a.m. And on Sundays, 6:30 till 9:30 a.m.
So which of these would you like to consume on a daily basis?
That's not what I was expecting.
You're kidding, right?
I don't want to drink it because it goes in your car.
They're toxic.
It's something that humans should not be eating or drinking.
I want to take medication to stay healthy, not make me a lot sicker.
The good news is you can take steps to make sure your online pharmacy is legitimate with the .pharmacy domain.
So if I see .pharmacy,
It's legit.
So you and your loved ones can be sure the medications you buy online are safe.
.pharmacy. It's a no-brainer.
And just like that, we have a champion in the house in the third and deciding game. The Rebels defeat the Pioneers 3-2 after losing the opening game 11-5 earlier tonight. I'm joined by Ethan Hunter of the Rebels. And Ethan, you made a couple big saves. None bigger in that third period when they started to mount a push. Just to find out what you were able to see from your vantage point.
My advantage was probably just like my players around, you know, they like to block shots. I think a couple of shots were sure blocked from my team. Adam, he saved a goal there, and just had to find my motivation back from that second game, and I think I bounced back from it, had to get the win.
You talked about your game in game one and what you kind of did between games, because, you know, you did give up 11 goals in game one. How were you able to quickly regroup and have such an outstanding performance in the second game?
I think just like a little break, and then my team telling me, giving me pointers, and just finding my position, make sure it's right, and and just found my motivation back and had to bounce back, and that's it.
Finally, to be a Youth for Christ Ball Hockey Stanley Cup champion, what does that mean to you?
It means a lot to me, actually. It's my first year here, and feels pretty awesome.
Well, go join your teammates for the trophy presentation. We'll throw things now to the commissioner of YFC Ball Hockey League, Jamie Wilson. Jamie? Actually, we'll have our play of the game, and I believe this will be at some point during the hockey game, Justin.
Well, it was the third goal by the Rebels, an amazing play by Wood, who puts that off and then picks up his own rebound. You watch here, a good drive to the net, bats it out of the air, and top corner short side of Ferreira. Ferreira was outstanding. He just had no chance on that one at all.
And finally, the save of the game.
Well, it's actually the save of the game is going to come from the very player we were just interviewing right now, Ethan Hunter. Hunter had an outstanding game, even got hurt during the game, still managed to just do outstanding things. It's actually the play right here, the amazing save that he made to knock that one out. That was in a pivotal moment for his team to preserve that lead.
And now let's go to the trophy presentation and join Jamie Wilson. Jamie?
Well, I don't know what to say. I'm exhausted, a little heartbroken, but I just want to say congratulations to both teams. Why don't we give both teams a round of applause? That was a heck of a game. This series was great. Congratulations to the Pioneers on a great season, making it this far. Congratulations to the Rebels on a huge win there and never giving up. Holy smokes, that was good. But I want to say, first of all, I want to say thank you also to Shaw and the crew here. Thank you so much for being a part of this. It means a lot to us. We were really excited when you guys agreed to do this. So thank you so much to Shaw. Thank you very much. Oh, man. I was hoping to pass this way, but it is my pleasure, and I'm going to ask Adam Beach to come over and accept the trophy of the Stanley Cup on behalf of the Rebels. There you go. Congratulations, Rebels. You can go ahead and... No, you don't want to celebrate? All right, I guess if they're good, then we'll go on to the next thing if they're not going to celebrate. And then I want to give away the Stanley Cup MVP. We voted as coaches and officials on who deserved MVP, and one name stood out like, boom, instantly from most people's minds, is on tip of everyone's tongue, and that's number 97 from the Rebels, Troy Turnant. Congratulations, Troy. Congratulations, buddy. Good to you. You deserve it. You deserve it. Thank you so much to everybody. And I guess that's a wrap. Keep your stick on the ice. Celebrate. Do something. Come on. Lift that sucker up, Ethan. Yeah, there we go. Yes.
Rubbing it in, baby. Soak it in. Soak it in, baby. Let's get it. Let's get it. Number one, buddy. Chaps.
I didn't play any games, yeah. My coach.
All right, there we go. There you go.
Back
put some water in it and drink out of it.
Let's get some Gatorade in there.
As you can see, the celebration has been done and it's continuing at the Europe Trade Ball Hockey Center. Mike Rodell joined by Justin Rempel, and Justin, two great teams, one great series. Unfortunately, one team had to lose.
And that's always the problem. One team has to lose. These were absolutely great teams. 1 and 2 in the standings during the league, battled each other all throughout the season. They were 4 and 4, so this was going to be a close game. We knew it was going to be a close series. Sure enough, we had to have a game 3 with a one goal win, and it's just the way it had to end.
I mean, you talked about the performance of Ethan Hunter we had on the post-game show. My estimation, the Rebels don't win this game if he doesn't make those saves.
I don't think the Rebels win this game, absolutely. He made some huge saves, especially near the end with that 1-goal lead, as we saw the save of the game a little earlier on. Some of those crucial saves as well, which is really important to his team, and what he didn't give his team in Game 2, but he came back in Game 3.
Talk about the rebound performance. Obviously for Hunter and the Rebels in general to give up 11 goals and then come back and play, such a stymied defensive game 20 minutes later, that quite the rebound.
Well, you know what? 3 years ago, I was in this league, and I know that it goes up and down fairly quickly. So you can have games that you will have 11 goals in, and immediately you will suddenly find yourself in a very tight game the next one.
Finally, Justin, just a thought on the players that we saw here tonight in general.
I think the players played their hearts out. You can tell that they were passionate about it. You could tell how much it hurt when they lost, but you could also tell how much joy they had with each other and the friendships together.
Congratulations to the Rebels who win the series, 2 games to 1 to win the third deciding game by a 3-2 score after the Pioneers winning 11-4 in game number 2 earlier tonight. Thanks, it's been a pleasure working with you, Justin, the last 2 nights, and hopefully we get to do this again.
Hopefully.
All right, that's going to do it for us here tonight. Once again, the final score, the Rebels in the third deciding game defeat the Pioneers 3-2. On behalf of my broadcast partner, Justin Rempel, and everybody associated with this broadcast, the Rebels are Stanley Cup champions for the first time in their existence. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon on Shot. Good night, everybody.